nation should develop capacity for defense production to reduce dependence on defense procurement. These are the words by the Chief of Army Staff, Lieutenant General Farouk Yahya, while declaring open the Army War College Nigeria Annual Symposium on the Nigerian Civil War for participants of Course 6 2022 on Wednesday in Abuja. He was represented by Major General Luyemi Olatoye, the Director of Training Army Headquarters.
The contemporary security environment is volatile, uncertain, complex, and ambiguous. For any nation to adequately contain such an environment, it is necessary for the nation to develop capacity for defense production in order to drastically reduce dependence on defense procurement. This will afford the nation the capacity to design and produce equipment required to counter its own peculiar security challenge at any point in time. The inadequacy and risks of overdependence on equipment procurement was aptly brought out during the Nigerian Civil War.
The Chief of Army Staff stressed that developing capacity for defense production will afford the nation the capacity to design and produce equipment required to counter its own peculiar security challenges at any point in time.
I am certain that the outcome of this symposium will contribute immensely to the numerous successes our gallant troops are recording in all theaters of operation. In this regard, I must seize this opportunity to commend our troops for their doggedness and resilience while assuring them of adequate support at all times. On this note, it gives me immense pleasure to declare the third edition of the Army War College Nigeria Symposium of the Nigerian Civil War 2022 open.
In his opening remarks, the Commandant, Army War College Nigeria, Major General Bamidele Alabi, said the theme of this year's symposium is defense production and defense procurement in the Nigerian Civil War, lessons for operational level commanders.
The choice of this theme was very deliberate in view of the giant strides of the special guest of honor and the Chief of Army Staff towards entrenching research and development with a view to enhancing the capacity of the Nigerian Army in local production of its defense requirements. The Army War College Nigeria believes strongly that this one is very sure way of ensuring the attainment and sustainment of the vision of the Chief of Army Staff.
The resource persons explained that during the Nigerian Civil War, there are embargoes, there were little efforts by which the Nigerian forces and Biafra forces in terms of defense production.
War is certain. War will certainly come. It might be longer than expected, and it might be shorter than expected. Have we as a nation learned from the past and the present? We've had a civil war in the past, and presently we engage in numerous military operations.
The basic benefit of this research that I've done from what we've learned from the Nigerian Symposium is that during the Nigerian Civil War, there were embargoes. And during the Nigerian Civil War, there were little efforts by both the Nigerian Armed Forces and the Biafran Forces in terms of defense production and procurement. But that lessons, we need to bring them now from what we've learned in the past in order to be able to enhance our defense production in the current security situations we have in Nigeria. Let me say that Albert Einstein made it very clear in one of his quotes that war is inevitable. Since war is inevitable, then we need to prepare. And preparing means what? Defense production. And when we produce enough arms and ammunition, then we are good to go when it comes to the procurement aspect of it.
The lecture is exposing the operational commanders who are the participants of this program to use the historical knowledge that we educate them so that to apply in their operational activities. Nigeria is currently being challenged, not only in Nigeria, Africa and world at large, by so many insecurity. So these participants are sent by the Nigerian Army in operational areas here in Nigeria, in Africa, and in other parts of the world as commanders in international peacekeeping.
Participants at the symposium were from the academia, members of the armed forces, paramilitary, international military assistance partners, national and international non-governmental organizations, members of the Nigerian Legion, among others.